Good evening, friends. My name is Samuel Ibrahim, and I am the host of the Mind of the Prophet Meditation Hour. I am in meditation. I was talking about earlier today in the previous episode, which I did maybe 2 hours ago. I talked about Elijah's miracle with the widow, and I gave a metaphysical explanation of what that is. So now I have, as I continue to search, I just have a love for understanding the infinite creator. I have a love for understanding creation. And I just have a love for the path that they are taking me on. I believe it's lovely. So, as people are beginning to find out who I am, one thing that I try to make sure that I explain is that I'm not married to any doctrine. I'm not married to any theology. I have a thirst to understand the infinite creator, which many people call God. He's, the creator is called by many names. It's really improper to attribute a sex to the creator, because the creator is the power that moves behind all energy. And you just cannot attribute that to a sex, to give it its truest form. And so I didn't want to digress that far down, but I just wanted to give a proper explanation of how I understand the creator, who is, what most people call God. And God is still satisfactory, but the creator releases any prejudice that has been attributed to the name God. And now the creator can even come to you in its more, in a more truer form than what you understood the creator to be. And so that led me down a different rabbit hole to understand, because I wrestled with the concept of Jesus Christ. From a child, even while I was preaching, I still wrestled with the concept of Jesus Christ, because I just could not understand how one man could save all men. That, to me, didn't make sense, especially in a racially charged environment like the United States of America. That's very hard for anybody of color to conceive with a rational mind. Their subconscious immediately rejects that because it's not what they see. So an African American or a black person in America cannot, with any, their subconscious will reject the idea because it just has not manifested on earth. So until that day happens, the subconscious mind will just continue to reject that. And until people of color, and I'm not just saying black people, but all people of color, are treated equally, then no one can see Jesus as a white savior. That just is not going to happen, because the reality and the image don't line up. So that's an impossibility as it stands right now for mankind, based on the frame that has been placed over Jesus Christ. So in understanding something very beautiful about Christ and the prophet Jesus, as I call him, as the Quran calls him, he understood a very good way of explaining the creator within. Christ has been given many names, one of them being Emmanuel, which means God on earth. And the creator within is basically the creator on earth that is within you. Okay, that's your soul. That is the part of you that for many lies dormant in some form, or unexpressed. That's a better way. I don't want to say dormant, because the soul is never dormant. I will say unexpressed. And so I've been in search of a way to explain the principle of the light and the power behind the same energy that Jesus came to teach, the same metaphysical concepts that Jesus came to teach, and understand just other things metaphysically that I don't want to dive into. This is what I want to get to. If you're not Christian, Even if you are a Christian, this I believe even helps Christians because it removes the prejudice of Christ, of what your understanding of Christ is. The Creator is the energy behind all things. Okay, that's just a synonym for God, except now you're not attributing that power to a sex. It's asexual. It is the power that moves all of creation. And so let's explain creation. Creation isn't just the birds and the bees and nature. Creation is how one person's day is conducted, how one person weaves through traffic, how one person has a great day and how another person has a terrible day. All of that is a part of creation. Think of creation as one big organism that moves at the call of many things, but it all boils down in any individual's life down to what they call upon themselves, their spoken word. All right. So now I'm going somewhere. I promise. So now I have been very intentionally blessing the Creator within me. I've been blessing the Creator within me. I've also been very diligent here in the past several days. I don't know if I've made it a week yet, but for the past several days, I've been very intentional about being faithful over a few things, because to one who has more shall be given. And so my intention is to be very faithful over the few things that I have possession over. And the Creator within me and me blessing that person, that unexpressed part of my soul, is something that I have absolute power over doing. Unless the Creator chooses to silence my tongue, which I pray like the Creator never does. But nevertheless, you can always bless the unexpressed part of your soul. Well, how can you do that? Just by saying it, number one. But now I've incorporated that into even how I eat, how I walk. Every action I take, I am trying to find a way to drive as much good energy to the Creator within, or good intention. That's a better way of saying it. Good intention and good thought, good words, good everything to the Creator within me, right? And I am watching that unfold in my life in a way that is, to me, is marvelous. It is really a beauty to behold. So I'm going to make this another short episode. I'm going to sit with how to title this, or even if there's another jolt that I get when trying to express this. But let me tell you, remove your image of Christ from what I'm trying to express to you. What is important? If I can say this as plainly as any man who speaks English says it, Infinite Creator, please guide my tongue. Pray to the Creator within you. It's not blasphemous. You're praying to the God that rests within you. Even if you're atheist, I dare you to do it. Okay? Pray for the Creator within you. Bless that person. Bless the unexpressed part of your soul and ask it to come forth. And it will bless you back. I promise. Okay? I don't have much more to say. That should have been real plain for anybody that understands plain English. This principle of to one who has more shall be given works. And it works even better now when you are blessing the Creator within you. That Creator finds a way to shoot out like a cannon, because now you're asking an unexpressed part of your soul to reveal themselves. And when you do that, creation hearing you this plainly will orchestrate your life to make that happen. I'm so thankful right now. And I just had to share how I feel because I see creation doing what I'm asking as I yield and just even dive further and just so many things. I don't want to confine my tongue and what the Creator's doing. But just understanding the energy. That's what I want to say. The energy behind all things. My desire to know that has just driven my life since 2019. And I just see it unfolding in amazing ways right now. And it has just amplified tremendously and beautifully as I have found a new way to bless that same spirit, that same energy, that same ability that comes with Christ-like power. Not to compare myself to Jesus, but to express an unexpressed part of your soul. That is what I ultimately believe Jesus' ministry was to awaken an unexpressed part of your soul, and then you would understand what it was like to walk like him, but just in your own way. Jesus had his ministry, everybody else has their own. And the unexpressed part of your soul will walk out whatever your soul is. Once you remove the frame of whatever construct you placed over the Christ figure, once you remove that and release it to the Creator as to how the Creator within you should manifest, they will, in a marvelous way, in a way that you've never thought possible. That's all I have to say. I think I'm done for the night. I really do. You guys have a good one. Samuel Ibrahim, the host of the Mind of the Prophet Meditation Hour, signing off, and good night. Good afternoon, folks. This is Samuel Ibrahim. I wanted to add on a little bit to this segment, and I've been thinking about the many different possibilities available to mankind once someone begins to make a very intentional decision to bless the Creator within them, and then watch the Creator that is within them begin to manifest outwardly in their life, in their daily activities, their creativity, and then just how creation seems to move in your favor or to help you in ways that you need. But ultimately, what I believe this should result in for each person is they just grow closer to their divine form. And that is ultimately a beautiful self-expression of someone's soul. Okay. When you put it into divine form, it sounds like it is unattainable, like it's a goal that you'll never reach, that you'll fall short of. But if you just reframe it as an unexpressed part of your soul that makes you unique and able to do something that no one else is able to do, is there waiting for a chance to express itself. And just imagine if this concept began exploding in households across the United States and in other places in the world. Just imagine coming home to your spouse, and your spouse is just revealing herself to you in ways that you don't even know that she could or he could, right? And they are just exploding with creativity. They're exploding with love. They're just exploding with a lot of many positive things that just enhance also your life experience, right? So now that concept or that energy, that love, that creativity, that supernatural energy is ever present in your house. And then what happens when two couples start doing it together, right? That just pours out. That type of love cannot even remain in one person's home because it would be so beautiful that it would have to pour out. The hearts of the people would be so full because their soul is getting the self-expression that it needs, that it would just pour out into the streets. I see that. Like, I have a very vivid image of what I'm seeing in my mind in regards to that. So if you are married or in a committed relationship with someone, just give this a try. Give the concept a try. There is a affirmation on my blog. It's called "Enable Blessing for Your Food." It's also a blessing for your food, and in that one, it does make some very specific, or it says some very specific things to the Creator within you, and it blesses the Creator within you, and you're making a very intentional effort to feed it, right? In the Bible, it says the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. So as you're feeding your flesh, feed your spirit just the same. Make them stronger together. And believe it or not, the creative presence within you, the creator within you, will even start to tell you, hey, this is what I want to eat today. This is going to help us both. And so there's just a synergy that goes on there once you acknowledge that presence within you, once you acknowledge that unexpressed part of your soul's desire to be self-expressed. There's like a link that you have to it that you can stay in contact with. And so just if a family or a married couple, committed couple would just say the able blessing for your food for 30 days. Say it whenever you eat, or even on your meals together. But if guys would do that, I would just really be interested in seeing what the output of that is for 30 days. And keep a journal that will help you to be able to catalog the experience. And because use it for just identifying the changes that you feel like you're undergoing in life. Don't keep that bottled up in your mind. Assist your subconscious and assist your mind with organizing what it sees and what's been happening in the events in your life to reduce it to words. It just aids the experience and the awareness. That's what I'll say. It aids the awareness of the creator's presence, creation moving on your behalf, and the very subtle ways it seems like the creator within you begins to manifest itself. It's not always like an aha moment or overnight I've changed moment. It just might be a really strong feeling of intuition, or it could be a really strong feeling of anything that you're just compelled almost in a way to do, or something happens to you by chance and you just accept it for what it is because it blesses you in some kind of way. And if it blesses you, it also blesses the creator within you. So anyway, I've said enough. I would really like that if a married couple or a committed couple, or just even a family, would say the able blessing for food. It's on my blog. It's also on the podcast a few episodes back, and real simple and easy. And I think it's going to bless a family. I'm excited, actually. Whenever creation brings that family forward, I know they'll be blessed. That's what I'll say.